The first time I heard the piano, it was after midnight. Soft, slow notes drifting through the floor like whispers of a dream I didn't know I missed. I had been lying awake for hours, staring at the ceiling, trying to quiet the noise inside my head. But then the music started, and everything changed. Before we sink into tonight's quiet, intimate, late night story, if you love emotional W.L. Well tales with slow burn tension, don't forget to subscribe to Sapphic Fiction Hub. New Sapphic stories arrive every single day. The melody wasn't perfect. It stumbled in places, lingered too long on certain notes, wavered like the hands playing it were tired or nervous. But it was beautiful, painfully, achingly beautiful, the kind of beauty that settles under your ribs and lives there. I sat up listening. Someone downstairs was pouring their heart into a piano at 12:47 a.m. And night after night, the music returned. Different songs, different moods, same quiet ache in each note. I started recognizing patterns. The way she hesitated before starting, the way she always rushed the last chord, the way she paused as if waiting for someone to breathe with her. I didn't know who she was, or why she played so late, but I started falling asleep to her. Until one night, the music stopped. The absence of it felt louder than the sound ever did. I tossed and turned for hours, the silence scraping something raw inside me. The next night, nothing. By the third night, the quiet felt unbearable, and that's when I went downstairs. The hallway smelled faintly of paint and old wood. Doors lined the corridor, most of them shut, silent, but I could feel it, the pull toward the end of the hallway where one door had a small brass number, 2B, her apartment. I didn't know how I knew. I just knew. I raised my hand to knock, then hesitated. What was I supposed to say? Hi, sorry to bother you, but I can't sleep without your piano? Before I could decide, the door opened. She stood there, barefoot, hair messy, falling over one shoulder, a soft, oversized sweater slipping off one arm, eyes warm and slightly startled. "Oh," she murmured. "Hi." I froze. She wasn't what I expected. She wasn't what anyone would expect. She was breathtaking. "I'm sorry," I stammered. This is awkward. I shouldn't be here." She smiled. Small, tired, beautiful. "Are you my upstairs neighbor?" "Yes," I said. "I'm Emma." "Leah," she replied softly. Leah. The name fit her. Gentle, musical, fragile. We stood there for a moment, letting the quiet breathe between us. Then I said it. "You stopped playing." Her expression faltered. Surprise, confusion, something like vulnerability. "You noticed." I swallowed. "I listened every night." She relaxed against the doorframe slightly, her shoulders lowering, a breath escaping her lips as if she hadn't realized she'd been holding it. "People usually complain," she whispered. Why would anyone complain about something so beautiful? Her cheeks flushed, a faint, delicate pink. No one's ever called it beautiful before. I don't believe that. She looked down, fingers playing absently with the hem of her sweater. "I haven't felt like playing," she said quietly. "These past few days have been heavy." Her voice cracked on that last word, subtle, but enough. I stepped closer without thinking. "Is everything okay?" She lifted her eyes to mine, and there it was. Sadness. Loneliness. The kind you hide until it spills out anyway. "I'm trying," she whispered. "Some nights are harder than others." I nodded gently. I know what that feels like. She studied me, really studied me, the silence between us softening into something fragile and warm. Do you, she asked nervously, want to come in? I hesitated for 1 second. Then, yes. Her apartment was dimly lit, warm, smelling faintly of vanilla and dust, plants set on windowsills, books stacked in uneven towers, blankets draped over every chair, and in the middle of the room, a small, upright piano. Leah followed my gaze. I know it's old, she said quickly. It was my grandmother's. She taught me to play. It's beautiful, I said. She touched the top of it with reverence, like it was something alive. She said, sit, softly, motioning to the couch. I did. She sat beside me, not too close, not far, just close enough for warmth to reach me. You really listened? She asked. Every night. Her lips parted slightly in surprise. Why? I exhaled, because it sounded like someone feeling exactly what I was feeling. Leah's eyes softened, wet, shimmering, holding 1,000 unsaid things. She turned toward the piano. Would you, she asked quietly, like me to play something now? My heart twisted. Yes, I whispered. Please. She walked to the piano, sat, and rested her fingers on the keys. The first note was soft, almost hesitant. The second, steadier. Then the melody unfolded, slow, warm, aching, dripping with emotion she couldn't put into words. I watched her, her hair gently swaying with each movement, her shoulders rising and falling, her fingers trembling in moments of vulnerability. Beautiful. She was beautiful in the kind of way that hurts. Halfway through the song, she closed her eyes, like she was remembering something painful. When the final note faded, she kept her hands on the keys, breathing softly. Leah, I said gently. She turned to me, eyes glassy, vulnerable, open. I haven't played for anyone in years, she whispered. You didn't play for anyone tonight. You played with me. She inhaled shakily, and then, slowly, she stood and walked toward me. She sat beside me again, closer this time. Emila, can I tell you something honest? Yes. When you knocked, it felt like the universe giving me a small break. My chest tightened, painfully, beautifully. I reached for her hand. She didn't pull away. Her fingers intertwined with mine, warm, delicate, trembling just a little. She looked at our hands, then at me. Everything feels heavy, but right now, sitting with you, it feels lighter. I cupped her cheek, gentle, slow, making sure she could pull a bait if she wanted to. She didn't. Her breath caught. Can I? She whispered. Yes, I breathed. She leaned in, our lips met softly, a kiss like a fragile confession, a trembling release, a moment that felt like healing. When she pulled back, her forehead rested against mine. Thank you, she whispered, for coming downstairs. I'm glad I did. Outside, the city hummed softly. Inside, the music lived in her, and now, in me. If tonight's quiet, emotional story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to Sapphic Fiction Hub. New One Love stories arrive every single day, full of warmth, tension, softness, and connection.